Turn our attention to a developing story. The National Immigration Crackdown instituted by President Donald Trump is taking place in several areas to include South Dakota. South Dakota News Watch reporter Bart Van Cook has the update from that state.
From Sioux Falls to Huron to Rapid City, the state of South Dakota is experiencing the effects of the efforts by President Donald Trump to crack down on illegal immigration. Minnehaha County Sheriff Mike Milstead says he's seen a significant uptick in immigrants with criminal charges being detained in the county jail, and he believes many more illegal immigrants in the state are also being arrested, detained, or sent out of state for processing. Milstead, who has met with federal immigration officials in Washington, D.C. recently, says some of those people entering the U.S. illegally are being used as mules by drug traffickers to bring in drugs such as fentanyl. Milstead notes that local and county law enforcement agencies are not empowered to enforce federal immigration laws, but he adds that his department will continue to work closely with federal agencies to enforce the laws. U.S. Representative Dusty Johnson says legal immigrants in the U.S. and South Dakota should not be worried, as only criminals are being targeted for detainment or deportation. Johnson tells Newswatch that he believes the Immigration and Customs Enforcement Agency is doing a good job of vetting potential detainees and focusing primarily on those with criminal charges. Despite that, Sioux Falls immigration attorney and advocate Taniza Islam tells Newswatch that legal immigrants in South Dakota are worried that they may be mistakenly swept up in the immigration crackdown. A Huron businesswoman shared much the same sentiment, that the national crackdown has put immigrants on edge, regardless of their legal or visa status. Some leaders on the front lines of the immigration issue, including Islam and Milstead, are trying to tamp down fears of immigrants by providing accurate information about the extent of the immigration crackdown and to inform residents of their legal rights moving forward. For South Dakota Newswatch, I'm Bart Van Cook.